Arena Clash, a grassroots esports tournament run up and down the UK. Each week here on the Sunday Recap, we'll be catching up on all the week's action and major plays, meeting players from the teams, and looking forward to the week ahead. This is where esports begins.
Hello and welcome to the Belong Arena Clash Weekly Roundup Show. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Where's Elle? What did they do with her? Well, I'm now your new host. I'm Abominable. You can call me Stu or whatever you like. Just stay with us. That's the main thing. And I have got two fantastic guests, casters for the show, Greyheart and Ace of Pyrite. How's it going, guys?
It's going well, thank you.
Yeah. It is so good to have you both on the show. And I thought we'd mix it up straight away. Let's abominify the show. Let's ask some quick fire questions to try and get to know our casters a bit better. So, the very first question, what's the first game that you've played?
I reckon I had an old version of Space Invaders, but the first game I really started to love was Pokemon Red.
Pokemon Red. Okay, it's making me feel old.
To make you feel older, I'm a bit more old school than that. First couple of games I really sunk any time into would probably be Marble Madness and Silent Service.
Marble
Madness.
The
Amiga, yeah.
I remember Marble. I was an Atari guy. Atari ST for the win, not Amiga. But next question, favourite game of all time?
Final Fantasy VIII, as the gunblade on my wall would suggest.
What a classy guy.
Yeah, for me, most time played, probably Diablo 2. Favourite game, the one I've really enjoyed the most, probably Metal Gear Solid 4.
Okay. Classy answers again. Final question to you both. Which game would you like to be played in the Arena Clash that isn't already in there?
Ooh, that's a really tough question. You go first.
I think, off the cuff, at the minute, I'd probably say Apex Legends. We've seen some immediate massive growth with it. We've seen the potential of numbers on Twitch going through the roof, really challenging Fortnite, which nothing has done for a little while now. There's nothing battle royale orientated in there at the minute, so I think Apex Legends could really fire things up and get a lot of people interested in getting down to the local arenas and playing like that, because there's not much competition there for Apex at the minute because it's so fresh.
And of course it was made by the Titanfall creators, and they didn't really jump on the esports bandwagon the first couple of times round. It'd be really interesting to see if they go with that now. How about you, Greyheart?
Probably look at Smash Brothers, to be honest. I think it'd be really fun to see that. How about yourself?
Well, firstly, as a fighting game commentator, I've got to say thank you for saying Smash, but I've been... It's an interesting question. I think I'd go with a game that I just think is absolutely unbelievably good and underplayed still now, and it's Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It still lives as a game. People are still playing it, and if it got into the Arena Clash, it would be explosive. I would love to cast that game. Unbelievable game. But enough about Marvel, enough about me. We're going to talk Rainbow Six. So Ace of Pyrite, how's the season been so far?
Yeah, it's been fantastic so far. It's been great to see such a strong uptake in the game, with Belong specifically. It has been on Xbox rather than PC, which is generally the competitive scene for Siege is played on PC. But it's been nice to see Ubisoft and Belong both pushing something towards that console market, which is still the biggest market for the game, giving them a competitive arena to play in. We've seen a mixed bag in terms of playing ability, which is exactly what we're looking for. It's grassroots competition, so we've seen, the whole range of abilities right up to Diamond players up there at the top. We've seen, again, a mixture of strategies, and it's good for casting. It mixes it up for us. We can sort of come from an angle sometimes of maybe this is what would have been the better play, and the players can use that as a little bit of training and things like that, because ultimately that's what we're wanting to do. We're wanting to give people that feel of competitive play, playing in the same room together, sat down with the five, and that experience, because that is really what will drag you into this game more than anything.
I love that early season wildness that you sometimes see at the Belong Arena Clash. Now, of course, they are playing on Xbox, as you said earlier. What does that mean from a casting perspective? Do you see a different kind of meta? Does the game flow in a different way?
It certainly does, yeah. We see the speed of the game seems to alter a little bit on console. The aiming, that's generally the biggest difference that gets picked up. The aiming of keyboard and mouse versus controller, because there's no aim assist in Siege like there is in a lot of other shooters like Call of Duty and things like that. There is a level of aim assist in there, but not with Siege. So we do tend to find that sometimes it plays out a little bit slower on console. And there is just a different meta. The operator bans that we're seeing, we're seeing some real wildcard bans that we wouldn't normally expect to see, but it fits in with the console playstyle sometimes. And again, for us, it just freshens it up. But, you know, I can cast quite a lot of PC, and if I'm, you know, casting the same map repeatedly, you do see the same thing, rinse and repeat. So it's nice to have that console play there as well. It just mixes it up a little bit. And like I say, especially at the level we're seeing, it gives me a great opportunity to say, you know, actually from my experience, this is what might have, you know, worked better there, rather than, you know, trying to keep up with pro players and, you know, their strategy that's probably a couple of levels above where I'm thinking. But
now, of course, we are a little bit earlier in the Rainbow Six season than we are with some of the other games, but what teams are looking like they might make it all the way to Insomnia?
Well, we've seen quite a few unbeaten teams so far. I think the top of each group is seeing an unbeaten team at the minute. The first group, I think it's Group 1, Preston Invincibles doing very well, my local team, so I've got to give them a bit of a shout, but they're unbeaten so far. We've also got Norfolk Nighthawks, Manchester Swamp. There's quite a few unbeaten that are really starting to challenge for it, but I do think I've had a look across the Preston players and the normal sort of level they're playing at, and I think they are quite a good team.
Hang on a minute, hang on. Are you actually helping the Preston team win games?
This is caster bias.
What's going on? Are you giving them tips?
I have never given a team tips, Stu.
Just not good tips.
I am certainly not good tips. I am absolutely not biased at all, but they are looking like a good team.
We'll have to watch for your hands under the table.
I'm not cast. I don't think I'm actually casting Preston at any point. So
are you not?
No, I don't think so. They were casted on week 1, which wasn't me. It was Panky and XR Troika. So I did week 2. I don't think I'll be casting Preston.
Of course, I'm only joking. We all have our favourites. Big up the Milton Keynes Enigmas. And we now go to the Rainbow Six highlights.
As always, my name is Panky, and once again I'm joined by the wonderful, beautiful XR Troika to dive into the games. So, here is game number 1 with the T-side Steelers against the Clyde Claymores in our first band.
We are going to see a blitz this time and some heavy pressure over in Dirt Tunnel. We're going to see Captain Soga's on the blitz, but he drops his shield and Rook is there to get the kill. Great headshot there coming out from the nerdy one. He's got a chance of getting another here, but this time it is going to be Monty that comes, but no, over peeking from the Thatcher, and 2 kills now for Rook in the tunnel.
Thatcher then peeking again early before the Montaigne comes in to see what's there waiting for him, and once more throws up nothingness. Very nice Maestro placement. It was not spotted out by the attacking team before that charge was placed, so a thermite charge is off of the table. Straight away taken out. Maverick now going to come over and try and make a hole in it instead, and all of that time the information is being fed straight back to the defending team underneath now that they know he's above this hatch. They know there's a hole there. That C4, did it come through? It did! Oh, it's beautiful! Reich with a fantastic C4 thrown through a tiny gap in the Maestro hole, and that left just the poor Montaigne, who was easily picked off by a Spinix Shine.
As Bear moves in to try and get the plant down.
Bear is planting inside B. Thatcher came around to try and take away the mute charge, but instead they've all stopped looking at the staircase, which allows Bandit to creep back up. He sees 1, he sees 2, he goes for the kills on the thermite, doesn't actually do anywhere near enough damage. He falls out, tries to get it, but won't blow it up in time before Hibana takes him down and puts him on his backside. They do get 2 quick kills for the attack, leaving just Mute now on his own, and all 5 attackers are left alive and defending against this diffuser. Jumps out to the window, sees 1, sees 2, gets 1 of them down, looks for the second one, gets that as well. Now has to come back inside while he is detected. He's got time to reload, but goes for the push and is easily cut down by Bear Dills, and finally we have an attack win on the board. All 3 defenders now pinned inside the staircase. 1 gets down from inside construction by the attacking team, but Reich has pushed up aggressively and stopped the planter. Moves back to his mirror window now, but the flashbangs are coming in and keeping him pushed deeper down the staircase. Bear drills, opening him up another angle in towards the cash room. 30 seconds to go. All the defenders are pinned in that staircase. 1 more will fall, and the plant is now starting to go down inside A instead. But the floor is open underneath. If the defenders only knew, they could actually go down there and stop the plant again. Captain Sogozo picks up Reich on the staircase, and it leaves it all to this one poor Rook coming up through construction. Sorry, not construction, through garage, and it's not going to be enough as they flank and swarm him. 30 seconds to go. They have to make something happen here. Castle has actually very, very low health inside the site, and Maestro's the only other man standing. Maverick making these holes very, very close to where Castle's standing right now, but he can't quite get an angle on him. Sprints in, checks the wrong corner, gets out with his life. Looks to go again. Castle's not sure where to look. Now he sees him, and there's a quick pick off from the thermite deeper in the site. Maverick has been seen, sorry, Maestro's been seen, and strafes into the headshot coming out of thermite.
30 seconds left. It is going to be a bloodbath. almost certainly Thatcher is down, so it is going to bring the man count a little bit back in favour of the Steelers as they do pick up a quick 2, but a trade coming out there is going to level things out at 3-2. 15 seconds left. It's all on the Claymores now. They've got to make some sort of a push. You can hear Goomines there ticking off in the distance. Mira going to rotate around just to try and aid Captain Soggers. Nerdy One going to pick up a kill. 3 versus 1 now. Is the plank going down? I don't think it is. Last second kill.
Should have an idea, and that drone just confirmed it as well. He was shot by it. And there's another drone there that just confirmed it even more. Fuse is the one that actually gets the kill. I think he might have tried to stand up and run away. But quick trades come back as kills are flying in from left, right and centre with now only 2 defenders left alive. One of them is a flanking Capcan who tries to C4 for 1 kill but doesn't land it. Now don't get too aggressive here, Joe. You just need to burn the clock, remember. They're just flashbanging you, they're looking at you, that you have their attention, you're burning the clock, that is your job. Master bedroom is blocked off by the Thatcher. He goes through the other door, looks towards the office now, changes his mind. He's looking a bit lost. There's one in the bathroom. He turns his back to him and is cut to pieces. A little bit unlucky then from Joe at the end. They need to start getting into the site. He did get a fuse charge off into the site itself, but there was no one in there at the time. Now Bear has rotated into it. It's too late. Fuse comes into master bedroom. Jaeger is still being a nuisance downstairs, keeping himself unknown. Reich has stayed down there. He's actually going to challenge this Jaeger. He needs this kill. If Reich doesn't get this kill, and if Jaeger wins this, that could be the end of the round because there was no diffuser. But Reich gets it. 2v2. Reich still has a long way to go, and there's a camera here in the garage watching his location. They know he's here. He would have seen him rotating around on that Valve camera from garage. Inside the garage itself is the Maestro. No, he came back. Maverick. Maestro came inside and he's picked up. Inside the A site is the last remaining defender. 2 seconds on the clock. He pushes him with a shotgun in hand. It's there! Oh, poor Soggers. All he had to do was hide. And that would have been wrapped up for his team. But he steps out from behind the cabinet and there's a shotgun waiting for him. And that's all it took for the Claymores to seal it and end the map. So let's see who's playing here for the London Lionhearts and the Kravenar Kestrel. I should butcher that name. Kregavon Kestrels. They're coming in through the ruin spawn, through the office area. There is an Ella hiding close by. I don't know if Thermite knows this. It doesn't appear to have heard it. They don't think they've droned it. Crouch walking their way through CCTV. There's a Glaz there too. They line up. Glaz gets cut to pieces. Thermite gets cut to pieces. And just like that, Wardour Street take the first 2 kills. 2 very important kills as well. And, oh, the diffuser's down. Oh, this is a rough start for the Kestrels.
Not seeing a lot of drone in it as I am talking about it. Moving on into this round, we are going to see a run-out attempt, and it will be Ella again that does get the kill over onto Hibana. Going for the double peek, not quite managing to control that recoil on the Scorpion. Do believe we've got a player down there, still not really able to clean up that kill. Capital, very, very low health indeed. He's going to draw for the utility and his asphyxiating bolts. Ella's going to clean things up with the pistol. Jaeger now going to rotate all the way over into blue, looking for his next victim, and he finds it onto Scotty over in Sunrise, and it is going to leave the Thermite last alive once again. He is over in the Sunrise area, and the push is going to collapse now onto him. Toxic Bay Canister does miss, actually. Jaeger just looking for the run out in case he does try to rotate, but it will be Mirror that grabs that final kill. We're moving into a 4 versus 2 now. As I say, that sledge does get down, and we are going to see an interrogation.
Outside as well to make it happen. First one is picked up, and they do immediately start to hunt the remaining attackers. They're both marked now over towards the blue bar. They actually managed to pick up a kill on the Mira as she pushed forward to him. Not a lot of health left here on the defenders. But Caviera, knowing that she can go up and above, she does see the Ash directly down below her, starts a shotgun down through it and will do a lot of damage, but mostly to make her run away. Then she gets finished off by the smoke. Great reaction and great teamwork here from the defending team, that while the attention is put onto Caviera above the hatch, smoke pitched up and helped. Blackbeard then hanging on this window, does put a flashbang into behind that bar, and even though it will have hit the smoke tucked in there, the smoke has no reason to step out from that. All that did though was give away Blackbeard's position, and an easy peek from the bar picks him off while he's repelled. Right, Meow, we've got Ash and Sledge, the last 2 attackers left up, and one of them's repelling right on top of Caviera. The last man then is also known. He's running around outside. Cav opens the door right in front of him. She's got a shotgun in hand. She will look to peek as he tries to run away, but he's running straight into the Jaeger and he can't get his gun up in time. They do get the bathroom door open. They know everyone's pinned inside. The drones have given them a lot of information, and here comes the first phone call. The ringing comes on in. The first man is spotted, and it's taken out very rapidly by that aggressive Zofia. She goes in to look for a second one. She gets the kill onto Castle, but then gets down by Caviera. Caviera then starts to dance around inside the bathroom for a knife fight with the Dokkaebi that backed it up, and actually downed them both. All three players now downed by the Dokkaebi, by the... Why not interrogate one of them? All three players downed by the Caviera inside the bathroom. Buck now coming around to the door, still castled by the kitchen side. 38 seconds to go, and he needs the diffuser. He knows it's downed in there. He's got an idea, of course, that Caviera is close because she just cut his whole team to pieces. He's got to find 2 kills or plant. He finds the diffuser, picks it up, and is immediately cut to pieces by the man inside the actual bomb site, firing through the wall. The man of the round is in controls on this Caviera, holding firm and getting the Kestrels their first round. Castle is holding firm with plenty of health. Mute moving to a slightly more defensible position. Smart play. Doesn't have to watch the diffuser given the time on the clock. He knows where it is. He knows they've got to come for it. He knows there's barbed wire to help him with the information, and a Legion mine there to trigger it as well, so they can read that like a book. Sledge still unsure about pulling that out, but will do so now. Another Legion mine gets tripped on now by the Twitch instead. Sledge once again aggressively now moving forward. He does get into the bathroom. Don't know if he triggered that barbed wire, but he's going to get spotted as he runs across here by the... Mute in the corner, doesn't get the shot off and is easily cut to pieces. Now the Plant's going down and Castle has it all to do against 2. Plant's going to continue to tick on through. Castle's got to step up and have a look in a minute. Impact Nade comes out. He does get the first kill onto Twitch. Now he's in 1v1, but he gets spotted by the Sledge. Steps through the doorway, and that's all it needs as Wardor 34 finds the kill that he requires and seals the deal for the London Lionhearts. Finally, guys, thank you very much. Have a great night, have a great evening, have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Okay, so let's have a look at those week 3 tables. Now let's look at Harriers. Harriers at the top with the Invincibles, very, very close at the top. Pirates and Vikings slightly behind, and Hunters and Arrows both on 0 points. Swarm and Nighthawks there again, 2 at the top, 2 wins, 0 losses. Smugglers and Spartans are still in it. Enigmas, you need to put some work in. And in Group 3, the Claymores and Steelers looking pretty good. Steelers have lost one though. Rams and Centurions can catch the Steelers and Claymores. The Leviathans, you need to put some work in soon. And there we have the Armada and Guardians there on 2 points. Guardians have lost a game though. Saints and Lionhearts slightly behind. Kestrels, no wins just yet. Now, let's have a look at the Soch. Let's get the Twitterverse going. Let's stir it up and see what comes out. Let's have a look at the first tweet. Yeah, now we've got a tweet from Control Freak. They are sponsoring the Rainbow Six Siege side of things, and they are at Belong Portsmouth, and they are, you can see there, look at those Xbox pads with the thumbsticks. Rainbow Six being played on Xbox at Arena Clash. Belong Preston. Congratulations to our FIFA Clash team on making the playoffs. Guys, you just spoiled it. What? This is my first show. Let's have a look at the next one. And oh, look at this. I wonder if I can get... Oh, I can't do the competitions now. I'm not allowed. I can't believe that. The director just told me I can't enter the competitions. But there we are. You can get a copy of Anthem on your platform of choice. If you go onto Belong Gaming Arenas and follow that link and tell us what you want to experience the most in Anthem. Oh, it's Doggos that Belong. A stunning Ozodon? Is that Ozodon? Ozodon. Is that from a game, guys?
Is that a name or a breed?
No, I have no idea whatsoever. A beautiful looking dog though.
He's doing a nice blep.
And we do love your Doggos that Belong. And Belong Hall. That doesn't look like Belong Hall to me. That looks like someone's sofa. But in any case, Racket is so tired from parties this weekend, but we still have more to come. So if you're a more of a kitty person, you can book your party with Belong Hall and message for details. Now, moving on, dogs and cats. I want to see something else now. I want to see an exotic creature. I want to see a rare breed of Pokemon at one of your belongs, please. Do tweet at us and send us what you've got. Now, we have actually saved the best till last. Now, something really special. The newly named Nottingham Arrows, good name by the way. The Overwatch team have actually put together a video showing off the players and introducing their team. So let's have a look at it right now. Ladies and gentlemen, your Belong Arena Clash Weekly Show team. Okay? Now, that was absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much, Nottingham Arrows. You are now my second favourite team behind the Enigmas. And I just want to put it out there. All of you teams should be doing videos like that.
We need more of those.
I think there's something to be said beyond. It's a good bit of fun, and we can all have a laugh. But I think there's something to be said there. You've got a team who are having a laugh together. They're having a lot of fun down there, and that translates into game a lot of the time. Let me tell you, the teams that are there to have a bit of fun and have a laugh with each other and have got that good rapport, that good relationship. You'd be surprised how often it translates to performance.
Never mind a bit of fun. The other team's going to be terrified once.
Well,
they see
obviously,
that.
I mean look at the tank at the end. I mean, come on. But yeah, genuinely, having a bit of fun with your mates like that, and then getting into game, you'd be surprised how much of a difference it can make.
Wouldn't it be so cool as a caster as well that when, just like in the Premiership games, and that has the player walk up to the camera with their arms behind them, just so you could see who they were.
I'd love it.
It'd be so cool.
I think the casters need to up their game as well.
They do. We need to be doing more like that. I want a segment where we show a different team doing that each show. So please, guys at home, if you're in a team, do get stuck into it. Now, we will be moving on to Tekken. Let's see what happened.
Welcome to week 4 of Belong Arena Clash. My name is Eternal Dragon, and once again, I'm joined here with
Dante.
Excellent. So we have the Craig Avon Kestrels versus the Tyneside Guardians.
He did the same thing again.
Oh my god!
No flow on that. That is terrible.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
That is peak, man.
Chesney's playing really well.
Yeah. Oh,
Nice.
he's just using that string again. Just use it more. Go on. Why should he stop using that string? He's not. Laxatives isn't going to duck it.
Good, just jab. Just
nice
stop
little
doing
jab
what you're
there.
doing.
That was like after the 50th try, it lands in the final round. Oh, the one wants it. These guys must be under hella pressure right now.
Oh,
you see, he's not gonna duck it. Just rinse it, bro. Rinse it. Oh no! No! Oh my god! Oh no, not the right one.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! How did Laxatives win that?
That
match?
was
Oh
robbery. That was just robbery.
Ling is arguably one of the most least Tekken characters. Like,
yeah, I know what you mean.
wow, that
The hot kick.
just didn't hit. Just gets
Trying
crushed.
again.
Wow.
This is not looking good. He's
Not
getting
looking
steamrolled
good
at the
for now.
moment. Back against the wall. Wall splat as well. The Oki, yeah, and it's done. But Laxatives takes it over drones.
But next we got Chesney versus Stink.
Wow, look at that. 2 quick rounds and it's a perfect now. And I just, when you switch into a sub character, good, nice hot kick there.
He needs to build momentum off this now, Chesney, if he wants to get any further against Stink. Oh, the flip.
Flip away,
And
flip back,
this is going to
cartwheel.
be straight to the wall.
Look at that, wall to wall, boy.
Mix up as well.
Flip up, oh, that flip up is so risky, man.
Yeah. but it does launch. It does have a good purpose to it. So.
Oh, Matterhorn.
Wow,
He's
what
dead
a read,
now.
Stink. Well played to Stink right there. So right now, Japeth has got to. He's got to win this.
They have to win every single match now to take the set. Japeth, very strong playing against upper management. Upper management, he's taking it to Japeth.
Yeah, he is, man. He's got, but the thing is, he's got that crazy style where you don't want to play against that style.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice. There it
wow,
was.
He
Nice
stepped it this time. The back four.
Oh, no respect. No respect.
Just do a normal back four on its own, it'll work. Normal back four. That's the one thing I'd say about Japeth. He doesn't use back four on its own at the wall.
Nice punish there.
That's dead.
Ooh.
Yeah. You know, upper management. He put up a fight. He put up a fight, to say the least.
Yeah.
But you know, still at the end of the day, 2-0 to Japeth and Drones. Can he get his first win?
One round and then the Kestrel's taking. Oh, electrics! Just bang!
Just starts.
And you see, he had a hard read because he's like, oh, she sidestepped last time, so this time I'm going to
electric.
Yeah.
He needs to float her out the air as well. She's doing a lot of flips to get in. But Stink right now, he's got
key charge.
Okay, get up kick. He's like, don't try that on me.
He's backdashing all the way to the wall now.
Oh, he did that? Really? Crouch jab.
Oh no, I think he's ducking at the wall, so he backdashed all the way to the wall, and there you go. The Kestrels take it. The first round robin goes to the Kestrels. Well done.
Stink closes out with some
nice
strings and that. But Jones isn't having too much of it. He wants this match so badly.
Oh good, he didn't get hit back that time.
You would think it would be while standing 4 punishable, but it's not. You only get a down jab. Oh wow.
Stayed on the floor, got up and ducked. Nice
he
duck.
ducked the throw. Oh, the throw himself.
He's enraged though. No, does it?
Go for house sweep.
No.
He's not.
He tries to duck. Oh.
The 50-50 on the jab, man.
So next up we have Chesney versus upper management. They're going to get desperate. They're going to go low, and he blocked it.
Bird laxatives, he choked that round right there. The pressure of fighting Japeth. How did
forward
that hit?
roll.
What?
He forward roll and got up into a jet upper.
No way. Jet upper hits forward rolls. Okay. Crazy.
Nice work against the wall. Oh, good slide. Tries it again.
Oh, nice. Okay, Bird laxatives not out of this yet. Just yet.
Oh!
He went for the wow, the rage drive.
Oh no! He didn't. He wasn't ready for it.
Taunt's coming. No, it's not.
Doesn't know what to do. Oh, it just goes with the string.
Clips him with the string. Well played by Japeth. Jones versus upper management again. Jones, he just isn't. He's not taking very many risks with Jin right now.
We're not seeing any of the low health sweep.
No.
The health sweeps.
He feels like it looks like he's like afraid to, you know, take a risk with Jin. Whereas sometimes in tournament, you need to take that risk and show your opponent that you will do it. But upper management now, his offense just seems a bit too much for Jones right now. Jones isn't punishing, and that should be it. That should be more or less.
Moonsault. Oh, okay, the get up kick.
Mid kick beats that. What?
Oh, the power crush.
Get up mid kick beats that. Chesney versus Bird Laxatives, and we saw this match last time, didn't we, in the last round robin, and this was the robbery set. That is crazy. Oh yeah,
nice 1-1-2. Don't look. Oh, hop kick.
He did the right punish though, because he could hit Kabam that. Oh, into the big jump, the sweep. Oh, he picked.
Oh, good flow.
Wow, that was sick. What a conversion right there.
Oh, I like it.
Throw. He's like, yo, you're not robbing me again. Not in the final round. It's not happening again.
Oh, sweep bang.
He went to the house sweep. Oh, Tiger! The Tiger! Do it again. Oh, no. No!
Chesney! Yes! Chesney, well done! Well done!
That was sick. He didn't get robbed in the final round again. Next round, we got Japeth versus Sting.
Oh, this has got to be the MVP players. Yeah, it could even up. Like if the best players on both teams.
Yeah.
Oh,
he dropped that string as well.
Japeth is reading. He's reading Sting like a book now. He's seeing the strings. He knows when to duck. He knew when from before, but
I can't believe he switched from Brian, and he's doing so well. He hasn't lost a round yet with Nina. Wow. This could be 6 rounds straight, you know.
Downstairs as well. Oh, charge blonde bomb.
This could actually be 6 rounds straight. And it's 6 rounds straight.
Wow, with a perfect as well. Jepef, man, so strong. This guy is sick.
And what a confidence boost that is for the Tyneside guys to take out their best player 6 rounds straight.
Bird Laxatives he's smelling the blood. He knows exactly what to do. Constant pressure, he cannot deal with it.
The thing is, a simple game plan versus Ling isn't actually that bad. It's like Jones is trying to overcomplicate things when he doesn't need to. Back 2-1 in all these situations.
I've not seen it once. Just in neutral. Forward 4.
Just back 2-1 in, please. Let's do it for me once. Let's do it.
Right,
there we go. Okay, do it again.
Good block. Okay, he's changed the combo up.
I think he could just do while standing 4 into standing 4 there.
Yeah. Ooh. Back against the wall now. And there you go. Kestrels take it. Last round.
Potentially.
Can Stink take it for the Kestrels and win week 4 of Arena Clash?
If Chesney reverse sweeps him, that'll be so hype. It's not over just yet. Last chance for Chesney. Oh, down forward 1-2. 1-2. Oh. Wow, you see how he stepped and he still had to block.
He still clipped him. Oh, Matterhorn is going to do a chunk of damage.
Oh, the mix-up.
Oh, nice.
Okay, Chesney showing he's awake. He's not going to go down that easy.
Give him a lifeline. Oh, ducks the throat.
Oh, he doesn't bite on the mid.
Looking.
Oh, the pressure. Oh, the throw. The mix-up now.
Oh, and there you go. The Kestrels take it. Very well played to both teams. Very entertaining matches. Very close. Thank you for joining us for week 4. Join us next week. Same time again for another match. And, you know, as the weeks go on, it's getting closer and closer to those playoffs. So, it's been myself, Eternal Dragon.
And it's me, Dante. Catch you next time.
Later.
Craig Avon, what did you do to our Tekken casters? They looked dead after that. That was such an incredible game of Tekken. Looking at Group 1, we've got Lionhearts. Oh, what a familiar sight. Top of the group. They are looking like they're storming into the playoff position. Claymores, Steelers and Pirates. Well, there's a bit of a battle going on there. You never know, but Claymore's looking pretty strong. Smugglers and Brawlers still yet to really get stuck in. Moving over to Group 2. Another familiar sight. It is the Rams, the 2 times finalists with 3 wins, 0 losses, heading for those playoffs. And look at that. Harriers and Saints very, very, very close. Arrows and Hunters kind of stalling right now. Moving over to Group 3, a very hotly contested group. The new guys, the Spartans, 3 wins, 0 losses, and the Armada and the Enigmas, they had a game this week and it went to a tiebreaker. Well done to Holmesy for picking up that win for his team. It's put them into a very strong position. Swarm and Centurions, 1 point just together. And finally, into week 4, we have the Vikings. Again, 2-time finalists with 3 wins, 0 losses. It looks like those finalists are all still remaining with the same team. Kestrels are doing very well as well. Guardians and Invincibles are fighting out with 3rd and 4th. And Nighthawks, again, yet to pick up a point. So, of course, we've been talking to tribes up and down the country all season, and this episode is no exception at all. We are going to be talking to the Clyde Claymores Tekken team and asking them about their season. And we've got Wezzers and Divine Tricks. Hello there, Wezzers.
Hello.
It's so good to have you with us. I want to talk to you about how your season's gone so far. Could you tell me about how it's gone so far?
I think it's been really well so far. So far, it's just been we've been dominating some teams, but London was a tough match. We did lose that overall, but pretty convincing in the first round robin. But in the second one, I think we sort of came back a little bit more and gave them a tougher match. And overall, I think we've all grown as players, and each season I think we're getting better and better. So that's good.
You said each season you're getting better and better. You've alluded to the fact there that you guys have stuck together for a team across many seasons. Could you tell me about how the seasons have progressed, how the teams might have got harder?
Yeah, I think every team's learning along the way. So every time we come up against them, they know a little bit more about the game, a little bit more knowledge. So it's a lot more mind games and a lot more to play the game, sort of the basics of the game, so punishing and that, and you'll need to be a bit more sharper each season if you want to try and get far.
Now, of course, we talk about getting far, and one player in your team, Divine Tricks, he's been sponsored partially as a result of some of his efforts in the Arena Clash. And Divine Tricks, do you sometimes feel like the fact that you maybe are a named player these days means that people are researching you, people are looking at your videos, and that maybe they're coming to your matches a little over-prepared?
Yeah, I feel like people will look out for me and a couple of the other players as well, but it's just the fact that obviously I travel a lot more. Obviously I got picked up by 200 Knives, which I'm really thankful for. But even at that, they kind of know he's a sponsor player, he's good. People will try and look over the videos, try and study, get as much detail as they can down, but yet again it's Xiaoyu that we're dealing with, so she can make a move list into 1,000.
She can just do that. I know I've been on the receiving end of some of it myself from you. Obviously, though, people have looked at Xiaoyu, your Xiaoyu, in great detail. Do you sometimes feel like a need to build up some of your secondaries, get them up to the standard of your Xiaoyu, just in case that you run out of options?
I feel like I have kind of daunted on a couple of characters, but I feel like if there's a matchup that I struggle in particular with, I will switch, and I've been playing Lily quite a bit. But I feel as if the best way to deal with that is to keep going with Xiaoyu and just kind of follow it through, so that means I know how to deal with it properly.
Okay, so I get a sense you're still sticking to your main. We heard earlier from Wes that you had a game versus the London Lionhearts. Obviously, the eponymous beasts of this whole season and of the previous seasons. What advice would you give to other teams who, maybe aren't as experienced as you guys? What would they do? What can you do against a team like the London Lionhearts?
I would suggest to try and play your own game, but yet again, not enforce too much. That's kind of play proper Tekken, because these players that we come up against from London, they travel all over Europe a lot. They compete a lot. They have this tournament playstyle which is just solid fundamentals. So if you can at least try and play them like that, or test on knowledge.
I see. Well, obviously, as you've just described, it's hard work and research rather than some magic trick. And I wish you guys all the best of luck. I really am excited to see what you guys can do this season and every season. One of the heroes of the playoffs. Thank you so much, guys, for your time.
No worries. Thank you.
There, the Clyde Claymores. It's so good to speak to them. And of course, we will now be going to the Overwatch highlights to see what happened this week.
Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome to another week of exciting Overwatch with the Belong Arena Clash series. I'm everybody's favourite budget John Allen Casts, Big Hungry Phil, and with me,
everyone's favourite Blondie tribute act, Vels.
Ready for a fantastic evening of Overwatch. We're going to be starting off this evening with Guardians versus Kestrels.
You've got to pay attention to the main tanks. You can't let Sobek walk in and get the shot. He's already nearly halfway to his next one.
Yeah, and was 73% of the way to Guardians having capped this. We've seen a quick change over to Kestrels with a sleep coming out onto Oscar. And Scrub can afford just to stay in the backline here, pepper in this damage, wear people down with some of this right-clicking spam. He's already got the ultimate online, doesn't actually have to do a whole lot. In fact, the Graviton comes out there, does manage to get Scrubs. He almost manages to get Honestus as well, but Cringe and Genji with the dueling Dragon Strikes coming out kind of even there. Big Strike finds 3 with the Nano Boost on top. Team kill, ring the bell. Guardians are going to take this 99-0.
The Wrecking Ball squad comes out from Belong right now just to try and touch point quickly. It's going to be Active Mercy on the Moiva. Just manages to get.
Yeah, just managed to set that overtime wick going, but the Graviton Surge comes out, tap, Calico, the Dragon Strike coming out, and the Earth Shatter, meaning the Kestrels, this push is more or less done and dusted. The Sound Barrier comes out, but is that going to be enough to keep everybody alive in the face of the damage? Almost definitely not. It's a valiant effort from the Incaride trying to get back in and keep the overtime ticker alive, but that is going to be Guardians taking Nepal 2-0.
And Belongquay gets staggered, and then Act of Mercy with only 15 seconds left. This is looking dire for the Kestrels.
Yeah, and the Graviton Surge with a bob in over the top. Bob gets in, Genji with the Blizzard means there are now only 8 seconds, and we've got the Primal Rage. Cerberek does get shattered, but with the wall and the Primal Rage, it's going to be so difficult with 1 second left. Is the overtime? Yeah, the overtimer wick does get picked, but there is nobody left alive for Kestrels, and Guardians manage to hold Kestrels.
The Kestrels are going for the high ground setup. They're not going to see what the pirate ship set up until it's already established. This is not good. They need to, as soon as they identify this, they need to be aggressive and try and dislodge it.
Yeah, but I like this early aggression from Genji, using that teleport to get up on the high ground, draw a bit of focus. Fire Strike from Meniscus takes Genji right out of the fight. Belongcraig looking to get in position here, and we have got the Bastion raised up, but really the only thing that happened there was the Bastion was given a clearer line of sight to the rest of the team. A big anti-nade followed by Tap taking out 2 means that even with that res, this is really pretty much all over if you're the Kestrels.
And I feel like Scrub on the Bastion was almost a distraction because they saw Tap getting in the backline, takes out the Reinhardt and stops the res as well. It's going to be a little bit of a stall now from Belongcraig on this lane, just trying to drag out the time bank for as long as they can, but they're going to be shut down, and I don't think anyone from Kestrels can deal with. We're going to see the Wrecking Ball swaps come out, might just be able to touch.
Yeah, but very, very little space left to go. In fact, as we say, the timer ticks down and Guardians take map number 2. Yeah, so that is going to be a lot invested there for Kestrels without a lot to show for it. 2 ults online for Guardians. That's a big EMP. We need to see the follow-up. Cerberek gets out Scopesy, but Anostis there swinging away with the hammer. Gets to Belongcraig with the follow-up. We have seen the Graviton Surge come out. No kills coming out of it. This could be good for Kestrels. 2 people left alive on point, including Genji on the Genji. Gets the better of the Incried, and now it is just the Genji, not called Genji, called Belongcraig on the point, and we nearly got a point see that. That was a huge EMP. That was a 5-man EMP.
Cerberek doing a lot of great work as well. Look at all these ultimates coming online for Guardians now. The furthest away is going to be Scrub. Only 30% to that self-destruct getting the mech, but they have just about everything else coming online.
Yeah, and they've got nearly 7 minutes to do it, and we have had a couple of swaps. Kestrels, Belongcraig, finally an early pick onto Hogu, but Tap gets the equalizer pretty quickly, and Cerberek with the melee kill onto the Mercy. And Niscus up on the high ground doing their best to just try and stave off some of this damage. Has had to come down to the points contest, and Cerberek is there to fire that Tickle Cannon into the back. He does get found by the Roadhog, but the Roadhog taking the Discord Orb falls so quickly. They've only got to get this 1 point. Dragonblade didn't even need committing. It's popped at the end for fireworks, but Guardians are now 3-0 in the series.
And now, Cringe has the Deadeye. They're gonna come up on the sound barrier, the self-destruct in this fight. There's a lot of tools for Kestrel still to work with on our last defense.
Yeah, and the Guardians have swapped. Tap moving over to the Kree, Genji moving once more onto his namesake. They're not going to have DPS ults to play with. They've got 10 seconds, so these need to be some of the quickest charging ultimates in the game, or some of the best mechanical, just raw vanilla kills with these characters we have seen in a long time. Cringe in the back line gets booped right out of the way, getting nothing out of that Deadeye, but in the meantime, Incried manages to get the self-destruct, fires it in the back, not able to find anything, but in the meantime, Genji taking out Cringe, Scopesy secures the D-Mech, Onyxis takes out Tap with just the melee kill, and we, I think, may be very close to seeing a full hold as Scopesy fires both barrels into the Mercy, mid-res, overtime wick. We have just got the Winston jumping back into the point for Cerberek, but is not going to be enough as Kestrels full hold Guardians.
Again, that goes into what we were saying about Guardians being used to force resources. They layered a support ultimate there, investing both. Well, Hogu swapping over to
Look at that sleep.
That's a beautiful sleep. What it comes down to is Guardians don't have any support ultimates right now, and the Kestrels, they're going to have to barrage, they're going to have to self-destruct, they're coming up on the EMP, and that's a lovely pick onto Hogu.
That is exactly the opening you wanted. There's the barrage, but immediately taken down by Genji, and Tap has the Dragon Strike online, ready to go, leaps into the backline. The Incried has the Diva Bomb self-destruct, ready to go. Are they going to commit it? There's the EMP. EMP only finds Scrub. Diva Bomb not coming in over the top. It does, it finds 2, sorry, I'm so distracted by Tap on the Hanzo. That is such a big opening. Cringe with the follow-up onto Cerberek, and it is just Tap and Kankor doing the best to keep this alive. Can they do enough to stop Kestrels capping point A? They are most of the way there. We're going to see them all force off the point, and Kestrels managed to take a point in the final map of the series. We are now back with the second of this evening game. We are going to be seeing Smugglers versus Arrows, and we do have a lot coming online, or online for Arrows. We've got the Shatter, we've got the Bomb, Graviton Surge.
Yeah, the charge on sound barriers is looking about equivalent, credit to the Smithers, but Arrows are leading in every other category. You're going to have all the tank ultimates online.
Yeah, it's just going to be... Oh, here we go, with D4 coming out. Very, very slow push along the ground with the D4, not able to find anything, but Quantum Delta taking Craxy out of the fight is not going to be enough, because the Graviton Surge comes out and just allows the Not-So-Pro to wail on that with his hammer and send Smugglers right back to Sport. Watch for Wibbly just putting this Graviton Surge in place to stop them even contesting the point. They managed to get it in around the defense matrix. A nice bit of a bait there. Baited defense matrix. Kills did not come too heavily out of it, but there's the Air Strider and the charge taking Quantum Delta out of the fight. 10-player kill streak. Arrows looking in a very good position. The Diva Bomb, the self-destruct, takes out Wex, but Arrows are still up in the team fight, and we've got a lot of charge online for the Wibbly. So, oh wait, in all of the confusion, the Smugglers actually managed to flip the point, so they are getting some capture progress, but is that going to be enough? I sincerely doubt it, because they have flipped it over, and we are going to see Arrows take Nepal. But honestly, there is so much momentum for Arrows here. I think it's going to be really difficult for any of these picks on Smugglers to actually get anything done. Watch out for a round-the-back Graviton Surge from Wibbly on the Zarya. It's coming in, and it's a big one. It gets almost everybody in. The Transcendence gets popped. Diva Win at the top takes out Quantum Delta. Smugglers are really on the back foot here. We've got all three support ultra Arrows committed to the fight, though, but frankly, with so little progress left to go on the payload and how easy it's been for them, I can see why you might get complacent about stacking your support ults here.
Roberto does get into mech, has to reset it though, so he's lost all his bomb ult charge. They've got to make something happen with Carvanook's Graviton Surge now and try and negate all these tank ultimates coming up for the Arrows. It's looking pretty dire.
Yeah, it needs to happen now. There are no support ults online for the Arrows, but there's the Shatter and the Diva Bomb, and a huge charge knocks the shield right out of the way. That is going to be almost the team kill for Arrows, sending Smugglers right down into the depths of despair.
The Discord Orb is just so powerful. That extra 30% damage onto a single target can take out main tanks so quickly, and that's what we're going to see from the Arrows. They're opting with the Zengo to make the quick rotation straight onto point. That's the exact rotation Smugglers should have taken earlier.
Yeah, completely. And we're going to see them get into position here to try and take this fight. They force Smugglers to drop down and contest. The Not-So-Pro taking out Debusking. Craxy with the follow-up onto Quantum Delta. This is looking very, very bad for Smugglers. I can't imagine getting another bite at this cherry. Arrows coming right in. We've got the rally. Rally comes in straight away because, frankly, why not? No point saving it when you're about to completely knock your opponent off the point. We're going to tick into overtime very quickly. It does manage to get a last-second contest. 2.38 meters left on the payload. Smugglers need to come up huge here. There are so many of Arrows left on the point just before capping point 2. Craxy and Quantum Delta managed to equalize things, but we are really just in stall here. We're going to see this overtime timer tick down so quickly, and the mines from the Not-So-Pro stopping Smugglers getting back onto the point. We're going to see that overtime extended even again once more, but the mines from the Not-So-Pro have completely stopped this recontest in its tracks.
I mean, a barrage in the front, a Dragon Blade in the back, and here Smugglers are stuck in the middle. They switch onto this Goat's Gone. They are going to try and rush the point. The sound barrier does come through from the Smithers. As the contest comes through, Soda Rife doesn't find any value of the Deadeye.
No, but the Not-So-Pro managing to get into the back and stop some of that recontest coming in from the Smugglers to drop the mines, to take Cavano out of the fight, and then Wex taking out Soda Rife means that that is going to be over and done. Arrows take the series 4-0. But from myself and from Vowels, I'm afraid that's all we've got time for this evening, and hopefully you'll join us next week for even more Belong.gg Arena Clash.
What an unbelievable Diva play we saw there. Looking at the tables, Saints with 4 wins, 0 losses, doing very, very well. And it's so nicely being battled out below that. Claymores, Invincibles, Hunters and Enigmas all looking like they could get into the mix. Nighthawks yet to pick up a win. Over to Group 2. And this is the Spartans are doing well across a number of games, by the way. 4 wins, 0 losses. Vikings, Leviathans and Centurions, that's a mouthful for anyone, but they're doing really, really, really well. Harriers and Ballers, not so well. Moving over to Group 3. Steelers with 3 wins, they are marching towards the playoffs. Guardians and Kestrels looking pretty strong. They're going to have to battle it out. Lionhearts and Armada, they're a little bit behind the pace. And finally, Group 4. Arrows there, we just saw them take their win, and there they are with 3 wins, 0 losses. Pirates and Swarm looking like it's being very closely contested, but Pirates do have 1 game in hand on them. Smugglers and Rams, they're a little bit behind. Smugglers may be able to catch up. Okay, now this is the section of the show where we get into League of Legends and we have the perfect man, or one of two perfect men, shall we say, in this season, to talk about it with us. How's it going, Greyheart, and how's the season gone working with Chronicler for the first time?
It's going great, yeah. He's a lot of fun to work with. Our first cast together was on Valentine's Day, and really the romance has just bloomed from there.
I know all about the casting bromance. They split us up, but I know how it feels. I know that I've noticed that the two of you have a little bit of a bet going as to who's going to win as the game ebbs and flows.
Yeah, I mean, it would be entertaining for the viewers, except for the fact that Chronicler is wrong every single time. So, Mao, if you're watching, get good soon.
He really has lost every single one.
He claims that he hasn't, but I will claim that it's 100% of the time.
I love the chat between you two. There is always a good back and forth. Now, if we actually look at how the seasons have progressed, you know, you've been with us from the start of the season, and in early season, you tend to see a lot of wild plays, and it shifts towards a more standard vanilla meta as it goes on. Has it been like this for League so far?
There's a certain amount of truth to that. Ginseng especially brought out a Bard, which itself is not that unusual a pick, but played it with slightly unusual mastery called Hail of Blades, so he had a bit more impact, a bit more damage. Did really good work on that, and there's been a few picks that are a little bit spicier early on, but usually we're just seeing players pick up what they're comfortable with. It's not always what's the strongest champion in the current meta. There's a lot of people just going for what they know.
Now, going for what they know, that point, I'm a Tekken player, and in Tekken, if someone took your main away from you, it'd be like them taking away your lunch money. You wouldn't know what to do with yourself. What is it like from a League of Legends point of view? How much of an impact does that ban phase really have?
So the ability to ban out so many of the champions in the game, each team gets 3 early bans and then 2 further bans later on through the picks. There is the opportunity to not only remove power picks but also what people know, like you're talking about. And because there are so many websites available where you can check up on your upcoming opposition, there really is the opportunity to do what we call pinching the champion pool for those people and go, right, that's your 3 favourite champions. Well, that player has now had them removed, and let's see if we can put you onto something you're much weaker with, and it's going to make life a lot harder for you.
I am so glad there are no resources like that for Tekken, as I would be absolutely stuffed. But in any case, let's have a look what happened this week in League of Legends.
Welcome to week 4 of Belong Arena Clash. My name is Stanley Greyheart Barker, and I am joined by the Kale to my Morgana. He's here to pass divine judgment on the 4 teams set before us today. It's Marit's Chronicler Musin.
Before we get to that second match, let's take a look at the first match here first. Bristol Brawlers versus Nottingham Arrows, and this is a great start here for the Bristol Brawlers.
Yeah, not only is Graves going to be massively delayed in the clear because of taking his dash rather than some of the damage first of all, but also he's starting that blue buff so much later than Jarvan, who's already picked up the red and moving to Raptors.
And thus far the Arrows are able to exert a lot of pressure, but no real kills getting picked up just yet.
If Taro does manage to get first blood onto Novice Bot, or if anyone else manages to kill Novice Bot, you will hear the most excited over-the-top casting for a kill in top lane ever. It's not going to be first blood though, because that's happening here in the bot lane right now as Tarek flashes forward. We're going to see Sivir getting the retaliation kill onto the Kaiser, as now Tarek will have to duel out with the Sivir to see what happens at the end of this bot lane feud.
And it is very noticeable. Feast is available here, and there's X-Dragon coming in.
Novice Bot going really early on the Saders, and they're trying to get all that health back, and now it's going to be Jarvan coming in doing the work, trying to get the kill onto Taro, who flashes himself away, puts the Rupture up, looking for the Feast. He's going to get it! It's going to be first kill for Taro! Here comes Galio. This is going to be X-Trigger finally looking to try and do a little bit more, throws down the Cataclysm, and that is such an immobile victory. Just has the flash available, and that's going to be enough for him to pick up a kill. Piskis is having the game of his life. Will we see the
I don't think they know.
Bristol Brawlers are completely unresponsive. This is going to be a free Baron to the Nottingham Arrows. They get this on 5 members without so much as a spell cast in their direction.
Yeah, and now the 5k gold that we spoke about a couple of minutes earlier has turned into much more, and they try and go for a Hail Mary engager, but I don't think it's working.
It's now or never for the Bristol Brawlers, and it looks like they have selected the option of never. The flash is forced out of trade with KFC. We've all seen X-Trigger dropping down, trying to force the Cataclysm. It's going to be the Chrono Break being used by Lee to kill, but he is going to be dropped to the grave. Victor picking up his 6th kill of the game. It was a deathless Lisa kill in the last game. He's picked up his first death here, but his old opposition mid laner, Piskis, is 6-0-4. First inhibitor drops down. Now we see the flash, the stun coming in from Mighty Booch. It's going to be the kill picked up by the 5-2-4 Robster, as it looks like the Nottingham Arrows are looking to close out game 3 pre-30 minutes. They do it faster than the Brawlers did in game 1. They have taken their advantage as well, as we yet again see Resurrection taken down by Piskis. Now we're going to see the nice use of the gravity field. That's going to stop Galio in his tracks. No Birdio, no win. That's how it is for the Brawlers. The Nottingham Arrows level the series 1-1.
No priority from the jungler given to this objective, and not even some pings going down. We saw them do this the first time as well with the Baron. This time it's the Dragon that got picked up for free by the Arrows.
Sorry, Arrows, but it's just the truth. And the truth is that right now you've picked the wrong team, because the Arrows are going big. They're looking for yet more kills. But here come the Brawlers doing their very best to help your prediction game. Sejuani throws down the ultimate despite the wild grab. Tristana is able to pick up the kill onto the Grave. Now the rocket jump reset is here, looking for the damage onto the Lulu. She's trying to get herself to safety, but Trade Me KFC with the death from below is going to be able to secure yet another kill. Guess what? That means a rocket jump reset. That means a buster shot. That means a boom, boom, boom. Rise Erection with a second kill in quick succession.
Here we go again, though. Piskas, did he bite off more than he can chew?
Oh, his cleanse was perfectly timed, getting himself away from the Glacial Fissure that comes in. That means a turnaround of the kills. A really, really nice play there from Piskas, who has been absolutely phenomenal.
Feel like this fight is going to get turned around as well.
Oh, Graves just has so very much damage, and there's Cho'Gath again. Hasn't actually used the feast. Now he can step onto the pike, completely demolishing him. Lulu managing to pick up that kill in Supportal Combat. Meanwhile, Fighterman even getting in on the action, getting his first kill of the game. Meanwhile, a double kill for the Robster means it's 8-1-3, and it means a Baron's on the table, and there's a Cho'Gath who wants to feast on it. Meanwhile, let's have a little look at what's going to happen to Victory. Guess what? Nothing good, because X-Trigger's managed to pick up that kill. Graves does get a retort, and that's going to be onto Tristana, and with a huge amount of the damage gone from the Brawlers, it's going to be the re-engage from the Nottingham Arrows. Fighterman finally joining his team. Nasus has joined the fight. I mean, Zyra has joined the fight. In goes the Graves, looking for the kill onto Syndra, who's running away, but not going to be out running Robster anytime soon. This could be a game-winning push coming through from the still Baron-empowered members of the Nottingham Arrows.
Well, I want to believe in the Pike Panther, but I don't think it's coming, Stan.
You know what? I think you might be right there, Chronicler, and this is the game ending. 30 minutes just off the clock. Fighterman gets the last kill, making his 4-4-11 KDA look exceptionally positive for someone who spent most of the time away from the team. It's time for the Norfolk Nighthawks and the Cardiff Saints. So let's show the lineups.
Identim does what Identim does, which is solo kills boning lane once he has an advantage.
Yep, he had Tiamat, had the Phage, stepped in, and that was the end of the Kled for another 25 seconds. Meanwhile, the damage is going down from all sides as a big duel is happening around this dragon. It is a mounted dragon, and it is being contested exceptionally heavily as Zeref manages to pick up the kill with the snipe onto Azir, who wasn't able to do enough with that Emperor's Divide.
But that's the problem, like, you can't really match this split with Thrash, so instead you need to fight and look for team fights, but I don't think you really can at this point in time against the Saints.
Stun is going to land onto the Nunu. Meanwhile, the teleport is going to come in. Ace in the hole lands onto the Sim, but she's burying up most of the damage coming through. The fight is happening on all of the fronts right now, and the charge already channeled by Skull. He dashes in, but in the end it's Aurelia who joins, using that teleport, able to get the kill onto the Nunu. Siva manages to take down the Caitlyn on the backside of all this, but it's a double kill for Identity. He's now 6-0-1 on the Aurelia, having taken down the Tahm Kench. You on Explosive, we might be about to get it, because the Infernal Dragon is on the rift, and both teams do not want to let this one go uncontested. Let's see whether or not Fraser Fox is going to be on point. He's got himself a level advantage, but it is difficult against the consume of the Nunu. Now we're going to see Tahm Kench stepping forward, clearing out a bit of a vision. Decent knockup coming in, but the damage immediately being turned around. The right of the Arcane channeled very, very swiftly by the Zeref, who managed to get the flash out of the Azir, and then the final bit of damage raining through from the Rex side, and once more the Nighthawks are forced away from the objective. It goes straight into the Cardiff Saints pocket. They've got themselves a Mountain and Infernal. They want more. They get knocked up onto the Nunu. The Bear Trap is going to connect onto the Rex side, but not enough to stop the oncoming Saints. They are charging through. They are, and it's Identity who's leading the parade. He gets shut down in the end by the Kled, but not before he's taken the Nunu's life.
And if this Baron goes down, I think the Nighthawks are going to be, I think, a really rough go here for the next couple of minutes.
Not really, and if it's a when, and the answer is in just a couple of seconds time. There is no way for the Nighthawks to really start up this fight. They might potentially look for a chance.
That's a hit binding.
It's going to be too little, too late. That's a big binding finally coming through from Halsey. He's hit one, and it matters in a big way, because Aurelia dives in on the back of it. 2 kills coming in for Identim, and now the first inhibitor turret is going to fall. The inhibitor is not far far behind it, and with the Baron still here, and with 4 members dead on the side of the Nighthawks, this is going to be the game for the Cardiff Saints. They step forward, they put both of their feet right on the face of the Nighthawks, crushing them after 26 minutes in game 1 of this best of 3 series. And right now, Jin Zhao is about to walk into a head full of trouble. Halsey is leading the charge, and he's going to knock out the Ghost Pyro. He's going to flash forward, immediately getting the response. Flash from Jin. That's going to be Lee Sin landing the Q, going in. The Ignite comes out from Halsey. It's going to be first blood picked up by the main man himself, the support of the Cardiff Saints, going big and not going home.
And there is a sizable gold lead, and here's the engagement.
Lee Sin coming on down. He's looking to land a Q onto the Vayne possibly, but instead it's going to, sorry, not onto the Vayne, onto the Lucian. Halsey picking up a second kill of the game. Gotta feed your carry. 1U and stop stealing kills from Halsey. The Hextech ultimatum is issued. Halsey going very, very low. Has got a gold bounty on his head, so dashes himself away, giving up his Vayne to the Camille, who in turn is going to drop down to the Lee Sin, but it was so very, very close.
And you might be finding a kill here.
You on impactful. Well, here comes the Lee Sin once again, ganking the bot lane, once again passing a kill straight over to 1U, who takes down the Galio this time, who got caught behind enemy lines. Slicing Maelstrom thrown down by the cannon, but this is a tight old 1v1. It's going to be so very close. The flash, the kill for Unsinkable, and he even had the backup of Jin Zhao, but he just didn't need him.
Halsey and Sonix both have a perfect KDA in this game as well, which is quite impressive, as we see the Red Hampshire coming down, the Baron getting started, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Halsey doing a good job of zoning here. Just need to be mindful of Radcraft coming in and trying to go for a steal, but it doesn't matter if the entire enemy team's dead.
Big shockwave coming through from Savonix. It's going to be Lee Sin who gets 2 kills on the back of it. He dashes himself straight into the Baron pit. This Baron is still very, very low, and it's going to be the dashboard from Lucian attempting the steal, not quite able to get it.
Close.
Lee Sin is able to secure that one, manages to get the kill onto Lucian on the back. Kennen takes down the Cassiopeia. The ace is all but completed, with Galio only just having respawned.
Into maxi moves, you can just throw a culling on top of all of them. Like, the situations, they're there, but they're going to be hard to find.
Hextech ultimatum has been issued, but here comes the Slicing Maelstrom in retort. The culling that you wanted is not quite able to pick up the kills. Zonya is used perfectly by the Kenner, keeping himself alive, while Oriana picks up the kill to Camille. Braum is there. He started the game with a kill. He's going to end it with a kill as well, because Oriana gets a double on the other side. Meanwhile, Lucian trying to dash to safety, not able to get away from the silver bolts of 1U, and that's 4 members down. That's only Cassiopeia alive to try and stop this inevitable destruction of the base. The Nighthawks will drop down. They lose the first game that they have lost in this season of Belong Arena Clash, but the Saints remain undefeated. They are now 4-0 as they get themselves closer and closer towards the playoffs. All it remains for me to say, though, is that I have been Stanley Greyheart Barker, and this has been Marip's Chronicle Musen. It's been our pleasure to bring you the League of Legends Clash. Good night.
And over to the League of Legends tables. Claymore's there at the top with 3 wins, 0 losses. Invincibles and Spartans very, very close, but Invincibles do have that game in hand. If they win it, they will be hitting the top. And Armada and Swarm there at the bottom. Moving on to Group 2. The Pirates, a familiar sight in League of Legends. At the top, 3 wins, 0 losses, marching towards those playoffs. Lionhearts and Harriers, both on 2 points. Steelers and Enigmas, propping them up at the bottom. And into Group 3, Vikings, another team that do well across a number of games. Vikings there with 4 wins, 0 losses, definitely heading towards those playoffs. And below it, it's a bit of, anyone could really get stuck in here. Hunters, Brawlers, Arrows and Centurions, not much between them all. And heading into Group 4, Saints there, 4 wins, 0 losses. Rams and Nighthawks, look at that, very, very tight. That's going to be very hotly contested. And Smugglers and Kestrels yet to pick up a point.
Abominable, do you know why the Portsmouth Pirates are so good at League of Legends?
You tell me.
Because they are!
Oh my lord. There is absolutely nothing that could make this show more cheesy but this, ladies and gentlemen. Because it is time for a new part of the show called Belong or Wrong. And here we go. So belong or wrong. We're going to get you to know the players a little bit better in a fun and amusing way. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through some of the player names that have been chosen for the wonderful Belong Arena Clash. Bearing in mind these are names that have been printed on the back of those wonderful Raven shirts. And then mix them up with some names that are maybe made up. And we'll see whether you guys can guess whether they belong or wrong. Okay, so first name. Here we go. Listen, if you've been paying attention, guys, you may know this one. So, bird laxatives or dog potty, belong or wrong?
I feel like, what was that silly fighting game they're playing earlier?
The one where they were slapping each other and stuff. I think that was bird laxatives.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Okay, so you're correct. Bird laxatives is belong, and he is a Tekken player for Craig Avon. But just a moment, guys. Just want to talk about that. We don't need guns. Or magic powers, or magic doors, and fish that can eat each other, and beat champions. We just slap it out in Tekken. Okay, so just don't get at my Tekken.
You got a bloke with like a tiger head on though.
That is true. That is actually my main character. That is actually my main character.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure a tiger jumped out of one of the characters earlier.
Yeah.
Too.
Okay. Anyway, look. Enough about that. Enough about that.
No, we don't need powers though.
Listen, no animals were harmed in the making of Tekken. Okay. Right. Moving on to the belong or wrong. Food edition, okay? Beans on toast or cheesy chips?
I do love a bit of beans on toast.
I can go with that.
Bit of Liam Perrins on top of it. Oh,
I mean, you've gone a step too far there, but
yeah, what's too far? Liam Perrins. Lord, I'm from Worcestershire and I wouldn't do that. The answer is beans on toast. Beans on toast is belong and plays Tekken for the Humber Hunters. Good on you, beans on toast, although I do prefer cheesy chips. Final one.
We're doing pretty well.
You are doing pretty well. Let's see if I can throw you off with this one.
No chance.
Belong or wrong. Political edition. Trump power.
Watch what you say, Ace.
All right. Trump power or Putin power? What are you for, Trump or Putin? No, in terms of the names, okay?
I think we should put in power.
Yeah. I think Putin.
Yeah.
Okay. Putin power is belong and plays Overwatch for the Bristol Brawlers. And he's also probably shouting at the screen right now saying, it's Putin power. I'm not... Yeah,
I've got his back.
It's too bad. It says Putin on my. It's just too bad. Anyway, well done, guys. 3 for 3. Very, very good. I wonder if you guys might be the champ. I will actually make sure there is a prize for the guys who actually, at the end of the rest of this season, have got the most belong or wrong. God, I nearly caught the director out there. Correct, but well done. 3 for 3. Very, very well done. And now we will move on to the FIFA highlights.
How are we doing, guys? Welcome to Belong Arena Clash Week 4, can you believe, already, of the FIFA 19 season.
I know, buzzing.
So, we've got the Swarm versus the Lionhearts. It's going to be the first game up. Mao is playing very attacking
Silver on the break!
Oh, what
he
a
cuts
cut
inside!
Oh, off the post
what a
with
goal.
the green time finish. What a
David
strike.
Silver, mate. Keep going.
Come on, Zanesh, it's never over.
My scoreline's
until
off.
it's over.
My scoreline is off.
Yes, you can't get the 5-3 anymore, can you?
I can still get the 5-4 overall. Come on, boys.
Maybe.
I mean, Zanesh is like the main...
Well, Zanesh won his first game.
Yeah, it's surprising that he loses.
Here we go. Oh, what a save, and he's got the volley.
Come on, Zanesh,
There
lad.
you go.
I've forgotten which one it is. I think it's this one during the day.
it's
rebound.
Gonna get the rebound. Mao is gonna take.
5-2.
Looks like he's gonna take a 3-goal lead.
2-1 to JC at the moment.
2-1 to JC. So the Lionhearts looking like they might at the moment be taking 2 points to get actually.
What a run! Like in this next bit,
Yeah,
you see he runs it forward. Sometimes it works. It's very risky. But then again, sometimes it doesn't. Like here, he's pulled the player forward. He's gonna then creating the gaps, pull them forward, and he's gonna get an opportunity here. Green time finish.
My goodness me!
It's just gonna fall
trickles all the way across.
Yeah,
and that's unlucky for Zanesh right there. That's
I wouldn't
very
actually
unlucky.
say it was unlucky.
In this match, it's 6-3 to Mao. At the moment, on aggregate, overall. Swarm are 2-1 up after the first round of fixtures. Obviously, we're into the second legs now of the second
It's going to be a close
set.
one. It's going to be down to the third set of games, I think. Oh,
what a finish. This is what I mean about Mao, though. He's been so clinical in front of goal.
Arnautovic. He definitely is.
He is a good player because he's so tall. He's got a good pace. 4-star, 4-star.
I never really liked him, but here we go over the top ball. Going to go for volley. Oh, what a goal!
Ooh, wow.
Keeper out in no man's land.
Take a bow, son. Take
Fred, I tell you what.
bow. That's all I'd say with Zinesh, though. You know, he's creating chances.
Yeah, he just needs to work on his defence, in my opinion.
Yeah,
in my humble opinion.
If he manually defends, but look at that. He's creating chances like that. Griezmann here on his left. There you go. There's a goal. That's what I'm saying. But
yeah,
anyway,
Mao just dominant.
Mao, you know. But, oh my lord!
What goal!
Is that goal of the week?
That's goal of the year.
Goal of the year?
Oh
no!
my lord!
Get out of here! That was not goal of the year, but that was a very good goal.
I'd like to see Wardy and Zinesh both take their games, and then the game between Brannigan and 9,
which is going to be the featured one.
I think that'll go to
your
the
golden goal. Your golden
will.
goal. Right, let's see. Here we go. Arnautovic bundling forward again up against Azpilicueta. Not the strongest, but he's going to get away with it. Oh no, he's not going to get away with it. It's a great cross.
Should just clean it. Sane.
Brannigan 2-0. Swarm needs to win all 3 games.
So he's doing his part.
And he's putting it in. Yeah, he's putting in his shift right now.
I know we did last week, but not 100% right now. But
we should find out for you, I'm sure. We should find out. Mostly, if you actually look on belong.gg, you might be able to find the tables on there. And there
you go.
Brannigan in the last minute of the game. 3-0. Is it
Marco
over?
Royce, his normal card. I thought that was going to be his player of the month.
Is it over? 3-0. But shoot across goal, top corner.
Sweat glitch.
Chance. Game over. Game over. Brannigan securing the point. He's going to call it there. Going to call it there. I think it was something like that. I'm not sure exactly how much it was.
And then you can use him. You can put him towards other SBCs, or you can
for
use
an icon.
him. So it's not the worst. Oh, Fabinho! What a strike, son! I would expect Matt to react to that as well, but he's having a cheeky little sip of his drink. He's having a little
drink there. Could have spat it out.
But what a goal!
And that, I mean, there we go. 9
end-to-end stuff.
Good stuff. 9 gets one back.
End.
The London Lionhearts will take it by 6 points to 3. And we are back, and we're ready for the Brawlers versus the Leviathan. So who are we kicking off with then? We're kicking off, I think T-Pom's in action, isn't he, in the first game?
Yeah, Ahex and T-Pom.
Ahex, T-Pom.
Where are the unicorns?
There's not really been any good chances so far, is there?
There's been 1 or 2, but nothing really, stand out.
Nothing to get you out of your chair,
T-Pom's coming forward, curse to the commentator. Here we go. And
it's the second time tonight I've done that.
That's a goal for T-Pom. Are we going to see the dab?
Anything can happen in FIFA.
Anything can happen in FIFA. That is correct. T-Pom getting another goal.
Great cross.
So early in. I'm feeling like he's due a chance.
Well, it's not looking likely. Curse of the commentator, though. Here you go. Not 3 times, sure.
He's going to get the ball through. Ibrahimovic.
El Tornado. Great finish.
Here you go. Ahex has got some really good build-up play going right now. He's in the box. Green time finish.
Hey,
there you go.
What a goal. There we go.
Come on.
3-1.
Yeah.
There you go.
Luis Suarez. Definitely, it's literally the last. The dying embers.
Tell you what, he's got a very good chance here. And he's done it. 3-2. So what are we showing next then? We're showing Hayward versus Fat Kid 152 next, I believe.
Yep. So, yeah.
The opening at the top here.
There's a massive gap. Not the greatest pass.
Dembele versus Talisso up there. He's gone for the 1-2. He's in the post.
And the rebound.
And Fat Kid's 2 down already.
But yeah, interesting game.
Early corner. 3-1.
I can't believe he hasn't changed his tactics. Fat Kid.
3-2.
He scored.
He's pulled one back from a corner. Hayward's doing well at defending, but look here.
This must get abused so hard in Weekend League, you'd have thought, wouldn't you?
Look at this again. Yeah, I think in Weekend League, Fat Kid could probably do better if he just didn't play so attacking.
There you go.
Hayward on the counter again.
Dembele.
Here we go. Is this the chance? Rodriguez. Through to Poulsen on a hat-trick.
Goes for it.
He's done it.
Oh, my lord.
The comeback is complete.
Damn, dude.
Here we go. Kondogbia. He's going long ball. Route 1 again.
Route 1 football. Adds up to Heskey.
Neymar fresh.
Whips it in. He's got
it! It's Hayward in front again! Low Ronaldo! Can you believe it?
Oh my lord.
This game has come to life in the last 18 to 20 minutes here.
Haywood and Ahex both
So
getting a fixture.
the final fixture, are we showing TFCN and Bubbles?
We are showing TFCN and Bubbles, you are correct.
TFCN and Bubbles.
Yeah.
Tekken on Monday, FIFA on Tuesdays with us. Wednesday is Overwatch, Thursday is League, and Friday is Rainbow Six.
Wow.
Perfect. Getting better at that, aren't
And
we?
Sunday recap show.
And the Sunday recap show, yes. New
Which
host
now has a new host.
New host.
And another goal. And Pogba, so I'll allow it.
Well, a lot of football players now seem to be doing those dances and stuff, don't they? From there, so
Fortnite.
So yeah, but you know, it is what it is. 4-0. Surely going to be 5. There it is, and another dab.
I can't believe there's going to be a second game of this. This could be a 20-0, couldn't it? Let's be honest. This could easily be 20-0.
Well, let's see if we can see if we can pick some things up for TFCN. Let's see if we can give some tips to TFCN.
Rio didn't.
No. Ferdinand was at West Ham and Leeds, I think, before, because United bought Ferdinand from Leeds for about 32 million, which was like the most expensive player at the time or something.
I mean, I'm trying to PK. Obviously, he's still playing.
PK played for United before.
Oh yeah,
Barca.
he did, didn't he?
Yep. There's a goal for actually TFCN scored there. TFCN.
Go on, TFCN.
We almost switched off for a second there.
Shush him, TFCN.
Shush and dab him.
Shush him. So it's always nice to see, like, not necessarily people that you want to go to the finals. Nice goal.
Well, no, the other thing is, though, because this is the first FIFA 19 Arena Clash, we're going to find out who our first champions are. That's it. And, it's the first time that FIFA's been done as well. So it's brand new to the whole of the FIFA community. So hopefully he has just sweated and dabbed. He's going to get another chance here. And Aguero again. Credit to Bubbles though. He just carries on scoring.
Yeah, 100%.
But that is going to confirm that the Brawlers get the win. That takes them to 5 points this week in this fixture, which means they have an unassailable lead. We'll get the results of the other 2 games coming up. Here they are, so 7-2 in total. We'll be back next week on Tuesday. Same time, same place. I've been Matt Hayho.
I've been George GNC.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Catch you in a bit, boys.
And I can't tell you how happy we all were on the couch that TFCN did get that 1 goal. Looking at the tables, 3 wins for the Spartans, again doing well across a number of games. Enigmas and Vikings fighting it out for second place, Saints and Smugglers lagging behind. Moving on to Group 2. Claymores with 3 wins, 0 losses. Brawlers and Invincibles so tight there. They are going to be battling it out for that playoff. Kestrels and Leviathans do need to do better. Moving on to the final group, Group 3. Harriers, the Kingston Harriers with 3 wins, 0 losses. Steelers and Lionhearts, very, very close, but Steelers do have that game in hand. Swarm and Pirates, 1 point between the 2 of them. Not looking good, guys. Now, congratulations, all of you. You've just survived the first show with Abominable on it. You've also survived Belong or Wrong, got you, director. And and of course, we just need to tell you now that, what we're going to be doing this week, and we want to hear from you as well. What are you doing this week? Please do get in touch with us via all the socials, via all of that stuff up there. You can see it, Twitter, Facebook and Instagram at Belong Arenas. And also, maybe you're just watching what we're doing here and thinking, well, I would quite like to play one of those games for one of my local arenas. Get down to belong.gg and have a look. It will tell you where your local arena is. Believe it or not, my first interaction with Belong was going there as a player for the TEKKEN Milton Keynes team. And look at me now, in this shirt. I know. And look at these wonderful shirts
on the cast as well.
These shirts, I mean, guys, thank you so much for...
I like the way they put us in order of shirts. That was really good.
I know. I look like a 90s children's TV presenter, I think.
It's the real arena clash, right?
It is. You went there. You guys are 1 for 1 in bad jokes now, but thank you so much for staying with us. Thank you to our guests, Greyheart and Ace. You've been so great on the show. I've had a fantastic time. And thank you to all of you at home watching. Take care.
Arena Clash, a grassroots esports tournament run up and down the UK. Each week here on the Sunday recap, we'll be catching up on all the week's action and major plays, meeting players from the teams, and looking forward to the week ahead. This is where esports begins.